The Ducati DesertX is on its way. Back in December 2021, we were given our first look at the production spec of the model, over 2 years after we'd been given a tantalising glimpse at the EICMA Motorcycle Show. But it was worth the wait. The new DesertX looks like a retro bike that's been plucked out of a bit of grainy Dakar footage from the 80s. It looks awesome. But there's more to this bike than just good looks. I'm Ollie from Adventure Bike Rider, and here's 5 things you need to know about the Ducati DesertX. First up, let's talk about the engine. The DesertX will be fitted with the same 937cc water-cooled Testa engine that you'll find in the Multistrada V2, although in the DesertX it's been tweaked slightly for off-road capability. That means it produces a punchy 110 brake horsepower and 92 Nm of torque at 6,500 RPM, which is down slightly on the 113 brake horsepower and 98 Nm of torque you'll find in the Multistrada V2. But it's still more than enough power to get you along the highway, through the twisties or over the sand dunes, if you're that way inclined. Speaking of sand dunes, there's a reason the Italian manufacturer's launch video showed the DesertX in action in some pretty gnarly terrain, because as good as I imagine the DesertX will be on the road, it's designed to excel when it's being ridden off of it. There's a 21-inch front tyre and an 18-inch rear to help you conquer anything in your path in the rough stuff, and those rims are clad in knobbly Pirelli Scorpion Rally STR hoops to help you find traction off-road. There's also long travel suspension provided by Kayaba, offering 230mm of travel at the front and 220mm at the rear. That setup also gives the bike a lofty 250mm of ground clearance, which is more than enough to help you bounce over logs or up rocky steps in the backcountry. No matter how good the DesertX is off-road, it's a braver rider than me who's going to take a brand new one bouncing over logs and up rocky steps. Instead, I think realistically most riders will be sticking firmly to the tarmac, at least in the first couple of years. So, to make the DesertX capable of that, Ducati has put a lot of effort into making it ready for road touring. When Ducati first unveiled the prototype, it was fitted with a 30-litre rally-style dual fuel tank, something we were hoping would still be present in the production model to give it true continent-busting range. Sadly, it has gone, and it's been replaced with a solitary 21-litre tank at the front, but there is the intriguing option of adding an additional 8-litre tank at the rear, which will give you 28 litres of capacity. Now that should give you plenty of range, and I think it's quite a nifty feature which allows riders to choose for themselves. Elsewhere, those knobbly tyres are also tubeless, which will save you from faffing around with tubes if you have a puncture at the side of the road. Cruise control comes as standard, and that 202 kilogram dry weight puts it in the same ballpark as rivals from KTM, BMW and Honda when you're tiptoeing it around ferry terminal car parks. Now, don't let those retro looks fool you. The DesertX is every inch a modern adventure bike, and it's teched up to the teeth, as with anything you'd expect coming out of Borgo Panigale. It comes with a 5-inch TFT screen, which Ducati says is designed to be easy to view while sat down or while standing up on the pegs. Forget fitting a road book, just sync up your phone and you can get turn-by-turn navigation on your TFT as you find yourself riding through North Africa. There are also 6 riding modes: Enduro, Rally, Sport, Touring, Urban and Wet, which is designed to alter the characteristics of the bike in just about any scenario you can imagine. Now they work in tandem with the inertial measurement unit to alter the performance of the traction control, wheelie control, engine braking, the quick shifter and cornering ABS. And all of that should give you a confidence-inspiring ride wherever you end up. Finally, there's just the matter of price and when you'll actually be able to ride this bike for yourself. Ducati has said that the DesertX will start from £13,795 and you'll be able to get it in dealerships from May this year. But if you want to ride the bike for yourself off-road, I've got a bit of inside information for you. Ducati has confirmed that it's bringing a fleet of DesertXs for ticket holders to ride off-road at this year's Adventure Bike Rider Festival, which will be held from the 24th to the 26th of June at Ragley Hall. To find out more about the festival and to get your tickets, hit the link in the description below this video. So that's the Ducati DesertX, a retro looking adventure bike that is hopefully going to be every bit as good to ride as it is to look at. We can't wait to throw our legs over it. Now it's time to let us know what you think of the Ducati DesertX. Is this the bike that you want to see in your garage this summer, or would you rather Ducati had tried something different? let us know in the comments below. And of course, as always, please like this video and subscribe by hitting the button below to stay up to date with the world of adventure biking. From reviews, kit updates and podcasts, we've got it all for you in our channel, so please subscribe. For now, ride safe.